Hi, hello. I'm joined here with Luis Salmaso. Luis, how are you doing today?
I'm good, bud. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Now, your first 2017 was your first year as a three-wide racing driver. It was a great debut season with three second-place finishes in total, as well as a pole at Talladega, which I may have also tied for. Uh, what most did you learn in 2017, and how can you take that with you for this year?
Well, it was a good I raced a couple of races with three wide like a couple of years ago, but that was when I just started on iRacing. I had absolutely no idea what I was doing, and I was nowhere near ready to start racing in the league. So after a couple of years, like paying my dues, the whole thing, decided, you know what, I really want to give that thing another try. I always knew that the league was solid. Everybody raced here, and it's known around iRacing as a pretty solid league with a lot of fast guys. So decided to give it a go. Because of work and travel and family and a bunch of other stuff, I couldn't race all the races that I wanted to. But towards the end of the year, where things dialed down a little bit, I was able to hit the track a lot better, and find my way around and get to know the guys that you're racing with. For luckily for me, hit some really good tracks for me the way that I like to drive. So it was a pretty good match for my driving style, tracks that I know how to get around. So he came around for some pretty good racing, and I think that's one of the things that I take for the next season. Hopefully, be able to race a lot more than I did this year. That's the plan. That's is my plan to be my number one league this year. This is where I'm going to be doing most of my races outside of official. So getting to know the guys like I did last year. Now I know how guys normally race with each other, how they normally approach a race, and you can try to set up the way that you're going to foresee a season, some different types of tracks, competition, that whole thing. Try to get as much as you can out of every race, and luckily get some better luck and get a win here or there.
All right. Now, recently was announced that you're in a new team for this year. Would you care to explain, how that happened and what are your goals for this year?
I was racing by myself last year, which for a guy on the the situation that I was probably the best way to go because I was not sure if I was going to be racing and when. So being on my own team and racing by myself was probably the way to go. But wanting to be more involved, wanting to be more of a regular driver, and especially uh, seeing the depending on the tracks, depending on the races, you need to have a teammate or you need to be aligned with someone to be able to run up front. The super speed race, the whole thing, I was able to run up front, get the pole, the whole thing. But then during the race, you're racing by yourself, and that sucks because there's no way you can be competitive enough when you're fighting guys that are two, three, four guys racing together. And when the season ended, I started talking to a couple guys. One of the guys that I was talking to was Sam, and he asked me what my plans were. And he pretty much asked, "Hey, we might have a couple of openings. Guys might want to do their own thing, and we might have an opening at 3OG if you're interested." So I spoke with him, spoke with Paul, and pretty much aligned everything. They were looking for a driver. I was looking for some very steady guys, very fast guys. Both guys are extraordinary. Paul, one of the season champions from last year. Sam, a guy who's always fast, can win in every track. So to me, was like, hey, if you guys will have me, I'll do everything that I can to be as competitive, as fast, and share as much as I know with you guys. So if we'll add up, and they're like, please, welcome, welcome. When can you start? So it match up really well. So hopefully we can put up a fight with some of the other guys that are lining up. It will be an interesting mix. Pretty fast guys, pretty easygoing guys. I think we can cook up some really good things for the 2018 season.
Well, all right. How about a win 2018? Do you plan on getting one, or you still feel like you're a couple, maybe year or year and a half off from that?
Probably be doing what we're doing right now. Don't have any plans for that right now.
Well, Luis, thank you so much for taking the time to join us here at 3 White TV for a little late night interview. We hope you have a great year in 2018, and we can't wait to see what you can do with your brand new team this year.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me. And to everybody watching at home, please make sure that you tune in into the races, especially the development series starting next Sunday. We're going to be some great racing starting at Charlotte. So don't miss out. It's going to be a hell of a fun.